Hey everybody, Kirsten Weiss here with the latest in AI literary scandals. This time by somebody who actually supposedly writes literature, James Frey. Last week I talked about a bunch of genre fiction authors got caught using AI, and the readers knew they had used AI because the AI prompts had been left inside the final text of the published books. This time, a interview with James Frey, who's the author of A Million Little Pieces, more on that later, in Centre Pompidou from France. So it's the Pompidou Center's magazine, I guess. They interviewed him, and I'm going to do some quoting. They were asking him about how he used AI, and I use AI because I want to write the best book possible. Sorry, AI doesn't do that. I'm prepared to use all the tools around me. We speed forward. I'm not afraid of the tools that help to improve my work. Yes, I use it, namely AI, to write my book, and I'm absolutely open about that. Skim forward. This is what I noted the first time I used AI. Quote, artificial intelligence was used in both the research and composition of this book. I have asked the AI to mimic my writing style, so you, the reader, will not be able to tell what was written by me and what was generated by the AI. I am also not going to tell you or make any indication of what was written by me and what was generated by the AI. It was I, the writer, who decided what words were put onto the pages of this book. So despite the contributions of the AI, I still consider every word of this book to be mine, and I don't care if you don't. End quote. Okay, so if I ripped off text from Stephen King and J.K. Rowling and chose to put it in my book, would those be my words? No, they'd be J.K. Rowling's and Stephen King's words, and I would be sued for plagiarism, and rightfully so. Of course, things are a bit woollier with AI, but this is just so typical. He says, I'm just a writer holding up a mirror to today's American society. Yes, you are, James Frey, the society of laziness and shortcuts. Part of the joy of writing is learning how to write. And yes, it is hard. It is a struggle. It is a mental workout. But like a physical workout, you actually get something back from it as a writer. You learn, you grow. Doing the hard things helps you grow. This is why I have a card called Work in my end tarot. Work matters. Being lazy, it undermines us in so many ways. I should say that it is unclear which book he's referring to when he says, I use AI. It could be the book that he's currently working on, which the interviewee was asking about 476, or it could have been his book that's coming out on sometime in the middle of June, I think. James Frey is the author, as I mentioned, of A Million Little Pieces, which was originally touted as a memoir about beating drug addiction. But then it came out that he made up a bunch of stuff in it. So much stuff that they had to say, well, it's not really a memoir. It's kind of a semi-fictional novel autobiography. So it's not super surprising that James Frey would turn to AI. But I think what gets me about this, last week when I was talking about it, I said, genre fiction, there is this push to publish fast. And though I don't want to use AI for my writing because I actually love to write. And I think it's not very good writing to use AI. I just don't think AI at this point comes up with quality writing, even if it is trying to imitate somebody's style. But yes, it is a commentary on American society. It's also a commentary on the literary scene. It's garbage. I mean, not all of it. I'm sure there's some good literature out there, but my gosh, everybody writes in the same MA style, and now they're using AI to write their books. Don't call it literature, call it content. Yes, do be open. Kudos to him for that. But don't call it literature. In the name of all that is holy, do not call it literature.